gonna stop. To the top, to the top. Ain't never gonna stop. Never gonna keep me down. Still the one that's standing now. Destiny is calling me. Go down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary.
Talladega Superspeedway, the longest, the biggest, the baddest, and the boldest track we go to in the New Era Cup Series, and it's home for round number 8 of the 22 race season. It's the Geico 500 at the 2.66 mile super speedway. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Maris Kale. Hope you all are doing well. Talladega, it's going to be a fun one as always. We see 2 wide, we see 3 wide, we see 4 wide, and sometimes we see 5 wide. We'll talk about that in a little bit. These drivers will be on the throttle for the entire race except for the yellow flags that come out and if they have to come down pit road. Now going back to the 5 wide situation, 5 wide sometimes works but often it doesn't, and when it does it will usually create the big one which will take out a portion of the field, and usually that will come early on. If you missed us last week at Richmond, Casey Nanico took home his first New Era Cup Series win, led the final 41 laps of the 100 lap race, going to victory lane. Christian Russell finished 7th in the race. He led 27 laps, picked up a playoff point as well, and because of it, he carries a 15-point lead in the standings. Julio Caesar is third, 20 points back. Steve Morton, by the way, in second, if I didn't mention that. Matthew Brown, 4th, 25 points back. Mitchell Collins is 5th, 27 points back. Justin Zeidel, 6th, 30 points back. Christian Vargas, 7th, 35 points back. Nathan Stapleton is 43 points back in 8th. Trey Wright, 9th, 51 points back. Gatlin Downey in 10th, 54 points back. The road to the playoffs, the race for spot number 16 is getting very tight, especially with 5 races remaining before we start the playoffs in Watkins Glen, New York. How do they look right now at the moment? Well, Cody Smart, by the way, is no longer eligible for the playoffs. He did not make the show. And Jaden Scott right now, he may have a win, but he's not eligible at the moment either because he is not inside the top 30 in the points. That's where you have to be to make the playoffs and also make every race in the regular season. How do they look at the moment? Well, right now, Jordan Lopez holds the final playoff spot at the moment. He is the 16th seed for right now. Johnny Garner is currently 17th. He is currently 5 points back. Then you got Zachary Fitzwater in 18th. He is currently 11 points back. Yep, 11 points back. And then it's Benny Watson, who is 19th. He is 13 points back. And Marty Johnson is in 20th, 14 points back. Right now, the drivers that are in, besides Jordan Lopez, Matthew Logan, Gatlin Downey, Trey Wright, Nathan Stapleton, Christian Vargas, Justin Zeidel, Mitchell Collins, Matthew Brown, Julio Caesar, and Christian Russell. From Lopez up to, I want to say Stapleton, the battle's getting very tight up there. So it should be interesting. Well, you do not want to be making any mistakes in the latter portion of the regular season. I guess we are all set to get going here. Let's get you the starting lineup. On the Perrier Pole Award with a fast time in qualifying, the 47 of Carter Friesen. Next to him, you've got the number 95 of Julio Caesar. Caesar currently standing in the points, third, 20 points back. The second row gives us the 66 car, that's Alex Lander. Next to him, it's the 34 of Trey Wright. Wright currently 51 points back in 9th. The third row, the 15, Tyler Markle. Jaden Scott needs a great day to try and get in the top 30. It's a very tight battle as well for 30th in the points. I believe he's currently inside the top 40 at the moment. Row 4 teammates from Stewart Haas Racing. The number 10 of Zachary Fitzwater. He's had a good season so far, just trying to make it into the playoffs. Next to him, the man that's won at Daytona this year in the 500, the 14 of Hirajo Arvin Alonso. Row 5, the 43 of CJ Williams, perhaps his best qualifying start this season, I believe. And next to him, the 41 of Dio Yepez, the winner of this race last year in the last lap pass over Johnny Garner. Row 5, it's the 90, excuse me, row 6, it's the 96 of Adam Garcia. And next to him, it's the 40 of Keyshawn Richardson. The 7th row, the 24 of John Andrews, the pole sitter from the Daytona 500. Jesse Turner has shown a lot of improvement compared to his first 4 races this season. A 47-lap race around the Talladega Superspeedway of around 125 miles. The stages will be for stage 1 and 2. We just confirmed that. They will be awarded, the playoff points will be awarded on laps 14 and 28. Going to be an exciting one at Talladega today. Who is going to win it? We are about to find out. Carter Friesen and Julio Caesar will bring the field to the green flag, round 8 of the New Era Cup Series, the Geico 500 from Talladega. Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Not a good start for the 47 of Carter Friesen into turn 1. The high side may prevail here as Julio Caesar, he could try and cut down here in front of Carter Friesen to take the lead. But the 47 now has a better draft now thanks to the 66 of Alex Lander as they exit turn number 2. Down the back they go. Now Friesen gonna get stuck in the middle. The 66 looks to the inside. Caesar with some bite off turn 2. A lot of momentum. He's going to take the lead headed into turn number 3. Wright will stay behind him. They're 3 wide for 3rd. Lander on the bottom. Jaden Scott up top all by himself with nowhere to go in that 48. He's fallen outside the top 10 as they all exit turn number 4. Lander trying to take 2nd away. Here comes the 15 car, Tyler Markle. Lap 1 is going to be led by the 95 of Julio Caesar. Look at the view here from the rear bumper. Here comes the 10, Zachary Fitzwater looking inside. It's a 3 wide battle for the 2nd position. Fitzy's got a great run. He's going to get a good toe here off of the number 95. Top 3 stay single file, but now Fitzwater with a big run here. CJ Williams was going to go with them. He had second thoughts about it. Adam Garcia behind the 10. They're going to go side by side for the race lead. Fitzwater trying to take it to the point and lead a lap, get a bonus point towards the season, and Fitzwater takes the lead away. Garcia in 2nd, Jesse Turner in 3rd. He's side by side with Caesar. John Andrews is up there in the 4th position as well in the number 24, and he is due up for a win, especially after what happened at the Texas Motor Speedway about 2 weeks ago. Fitzwater leads lap number 2 at the line. Here comes Colin Denton inside for 3rd. Justin Zidell behind him. And the 1, and here comes the points leader, Christian Russell in the 37. He is inside the top 10. They're all staying 3 abreast for at the moment. We'll give you the view here from the Goodyear blimp. You can see the 96, Adam Garcia, looking to the inside. So there's playing it safe, going 3 wide for right now. They don't want to go 4 wide early on or even 5 wide. Garcia with the run. Fitzwater, no help. Colin Denton working with a 96. But here comes the 1 as well, Justin Zidell. We'll take you on board with him. Zidell's trying to see if Fitzy can get back in line, but no, he cannot. They stay side by side for 3rd. Christian Russell trying to get around here for 5th. Here comes Trey Wright. We're going to go 4 wide here for a moment, and we are going to go 4 wide. Wright, Marco, Lander, and Downey. There's another 4 wide battle back there. It's nearly 5 wide exiting turn 2. Johnny Garner on that 2 car. Better be careful off of the corner. Garcia continues to lead them down the back. Denton still staying in 2nd spot. Zidell still trying to get by Fitzwater for the 3rd position. Here comes the 27 as well. Gatlin Downey with Matthew Brown behind him. Brown tried to recover after a very tough race last week at Richmond. Started in the back and finished in the back. They're 3 wide for the 4th spot now. Brown's got to run underneath with Downey and Fitzwater stuck up top. That's going to be Garcia leading another lap here at Talladega. He's got about a car length and a half lead over Colin Denton. Denton trying to get a nice toe here in 1 and 2, but just having trouble. Zidell improves to 3rd. Luke Rainey is up to 4th, and here comes the 00 car of Eric Monaco. He's cracked the top 5 for the first time today. They go down the backstretch. Rainey looking to the inside as they're 3 abreast behind them. Rainey's got a good run here, trying to get on the quarter panel of Justin Zidell. He's got the chance here to turn number 3, and he's going to get it to stick. Joey Hightower behind the 22. Rainey's teammate Johnny Garner on the inside line as well. Marty Johnson, though, stuck on the inside in a 4-wide situation. Give you another good view here from the blimp. He's with Alonzo, Richardson, and Williams in that 4-wide moment. Surprisingly, no 5-wide just yet, but it's early on here. These drivers could be taking risks sooner or later. If I find that 12 car, I better be careful. Because that's not where you want to be 4-wide. If this was Daytona, we could have a wreck by now. Exiting turn 2, it's very tight down the backstretch. But right now, Colin Denton, he's up to the back bumper of leader Adam Garcia, trying to get a run here. But I think the Toyotas are going to work together, Hightower and Garcia, to try and go 1 and 2. Hightower, a good run. He takes second spot. Zachary Fitzwater takes third. About an 8-car breakaway from that pack, from the big 3-wide pack, that peloton, as they call it in cycling. Julio Caesar inside, 3-wide for second, who led the first lap earlier today, has found himself down the high line, from the high line to the low. But look at this mess entering turn 1. They are about 4x4 now into turn 1. Very tight, and we're going to see 5-wide here. Jesse Turner. That was a close call for a moment off of 2. Down the backstretch they go here. Here comes as well Garcia's teammate. That's the 81, Ethan Hoffman, trying to get a run here in turn 3. Johnny Garner is well up to second. The one that got away, he wants it to come back to him. They're wrecking. Upside down, that's the 62, Jason Holman. Side over side, end over end for the number 62. Marty Johnson involved, and so is Trey Wright. Big implications in the top 16. They race him back to the line. Garcia will lead them. Johnny Garner second. Ethan Hoffman third, and Dylan Young is in fourth. Matt Tuck, I believe, is fifth. Now, they got to be careful here at Daytona because this track is known for wrecks under caution, as well as the classic stack-up under the yellow. Because some drivers are just checking up and locking their brakes. Luckily, we don't see it yet, but it could happen right here. I'm not too sure. Oh, we're about to see it. Here we go. Eric Monaco stacks up with CJ Williams. There's Gatlin Downey with more damage. Same with teammate Tyler Marco and Isaac Nichols. What a shame for Premium. They would have made it out of this clean, but they didn't. And now, I think these drivers will come in. Now, this is a 1x stop, pit stop frequency because we're at a track over at least 2 miles or over. This is a 2.66 mile track, obviously. So we could see some drivers make their only stop of the day. We could see some staying out and maybe pitting under green or hoping for another caution. This is going to be big right here. Matt Tuck is going to come in along with Zachary Fitzwater and the 10. Are they the only 2 to come in? Matthew Logan's going to come in. Carter Friesen, Jordan Lopez, Steve Morgan, Justin Knight. A lot of drivers coming in that were involved in the accident. So let's watch the replay and see what brought the first caution in the Geico 500. For the second race in a row, Marty Johnson involved in the first caution. He gets turned from Trey Wright in the 12. Jason Holman gets squeezed up there, puts him upside down. There's Tyler Marco and Eric Monaco involved. Luckily, this happened in the back of the pack and not towards the front. How many times did Holman go over? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Car already destroyed. There's 5, 6, 7, and maybe 8 times here for Jason Holman in the 62. What a tough break. Take it to you in real time. Ouch. Give you a better view from the super slow-mo cam so you can see all the drivers that were involved that avoid the wreck. Now, Johnson and Holman, this was actually, they were inside the top 15 the last time around, but luckily these drivers were on the high side. That drivers that were all the way down low were able to miss the wreck. Look at Carter Friesen, the 47 just missed the crash. Close call by him. Christian Vargas diving down to the inside to miss it, along with Delia Paz and CJ Williams and Alex Lander. First on board, we'll go with Trey Wright. Now from Gatlin Downey. Christian Russell, luckily, just in front of it before the accident happened, taking from the rear bumper. Yellow's out. Let's get back to the restart. Race leader Adam Garcia with an issue, coming down for an unscheduled stop. However, though, that may help him out. He's going to short pit, and he's going to start in the back of the pack in that number 96. This will give the lead to Johnny Garner in the 2 car. Now, who were the drivers that came in and who stayed out? I believe the first driver that came down pit road was the 77 of Matt Tuck. So, if we look at the standings at the moment, we believe the top 26 on track stayed out at the moment. So we're working our 10th lap of 47. Lights still on the pace car. We should see 1 lap to go when they come to the line before they come back to the green flag. Out of the race from that crash are all Gatlin Downey, Tyler Markle, Trey Wright, and Jason Holman. A shame for the Premium Motorsports drivers. They come in, especially with the team standings, they're 9th of the 20 teams that are entered this season. As for Trey Wright in the playoffs, affects him big time. He came in 13th. Not what he wanted. Gatlin Downey just behind him was actually 3 points behind him in the standings as well. So Downey gains 2 points, so he is going to be 1 point behind Trey Wright at the end of the day, but we're not too sure what positions they are going to be in. So Johnny Garner at the moment, he is going to have the race lead in the number 2 car. Ethan Hoffman, the 81, back in the 2nd position. Dylan Young is in 3rd. Man, he had a good car as well. And then number 3 last week at Richmond, led some laps. Unfortunately got caught up in a wreck after short pitting, I should say. Cost him... No, not short pitting, I'm sorry. Keyshawn Richardson is back in 4th. Derek Hamill, who started last, he's up to 5th in 10 laps, I should say. Edwin Mendez is 6th. John Andrews 7th. Justin Zidell 8th. Mitchell Collins 9th. Luke Rainey is 10th. Julio Caesar 11th. Matthew Brown 12th. Colin Denton 13th. Joey Hightower 14th. Casey Nanico is 15th. Brian Ferris 16th. Jaden Scott 17th. Christian Russell 18th. Jesse Turner 19th. Josh Patterson 20th. Hairgel Arvin Alonso 21st. Nathan Stapleton 22nd. Benny Watson 23rd. Christian Vargas 24th. Alex Lander 25th. Diego Lopez 26th. Those are the drivers that stayed out. Fastest driver on track, Mitchell Collins with a 47.512 at the moment. Johnny Garner will bring them into the Geico restart zone. And we'll get back to racing right now at Talladega. Looks like Edwin Mendez is going to come into the high side. He wants to stay out of this a little bit after watching what happened. Along with Justin Zidell in the 1. Top 4 get a good restart, so they jump away. No one making the first move just yet, but Zidell is actually going to counter or make the move. Here comes, though, Mitchell Collins at 20. Zidell almost blocked, or else that would have triggered a wreck. Here's the run to Hoffman for the inside. And same with Dylan Young in the 3. No one's going to go with Ethan Hoffman or Johnny Garner. They are going to say, see you later. The top 4, the 4 drivers on the inside line working together. They've pulled away from that 20 of Mitchell Collins as they try to work their way back up. Andrews with a run in the 24, trying to get to the inside on Derek Hamill for third spot. He wants second, though, on Richardson, so it's a 3-wide battle for second as Dylan Young leads them. 2 to go in stage 1. 3x3 in turns 1 and 2. Andrews and Brown working together in the 24 and the 6. You got the Toyotas together as well. Joey Hightower and Julio Caesar, not teammates, but affiliates. Here's the run for Hightower. It's 3 wide for second spot to the inside. That's all happening behind Dylan Young in the 3 into turn 3. Now let's see if Hightower can get the run to the inside. Young is going to put the block on him. As they work their way off turn 4. Now who makes the first move? Caesar's going to stay down low. Hightower goes up high. Can he make the slingshot on Young sick? No, he cannot. Here comes Brian Ferris. It's going to be 5 wide coming to the stripe. This is not going to work out well. Oh boy. If they survive this, I will be amazed. I think they did. They're now down to a 4-wide situation. They were 5 deep across the line. Goodness, look at the mess down the back. They are really stacking them up here entering turn 3. Young continues to lead, but oh no, Andrews is up at the wall. Ethan Hoffman, Derek Hamill, they save it. They drop out of the pack, but look at the damage to the 24 of Andrews. The rear end of the car is mashed. Oh, Fitzwater up into Russell. I think he got forced below the double yellow line and had to come back up, but hit the 37. But somehow we stay green. They're going to go 4 wide for the race lead here. Josh Patterson to the inside. Man. The winner of stage 1, by the way, was Brian Ferris in the 88. Over his teammate Jaden Scott, and the gap for that was 1/1000th of a second. If these drivers stay like this, who knows, that could be the finish of the race. Last year's winner, Delia Paz, with pole sitter from this year's race, Carter Friesen, go 1-2 off of turn 4. Here comes the 42 car, Nathan Stapleton. He's shown success earlier this year on the play tracks. At Daytona, was 3 laps away from winning the biggest race of them all. 4 wide for second. Yapaz cuts in front of the 22 car. That's Luke Rainey. 3 Fords working the inside line. That's Matthew Brown in the 6. And then you got Colin Denton in the 8. Denton, the Super Speedway winner himself. I don't think he's won at Talladega yet in the Cup Series. He won the Daytona 500, though, back in season number 3. 3 wide for second spot. Here comes Justin Knight in the 21. He won Dual 1 in the Daytona Speed Weeks earlier this year. Now he makes his way up to the 3rd position on track. Here comes Denton in the 8. He looks inside for the lead. Going to have Richardson behind him. Already has won this year at Texas off the shocking finish at Texas. Was 3rd at the yellow, and then the top 2 were involved. That was Andrews and Zidell. Keyshawn Richardson in the 40 up there as well. I think we may see 5 wide here. Nope, they're still 4 wide. It's just very tight. They work their way down the backstretch here. It's from our slow-mo cam to our drag race cam as well. Richardson a run down low, but look at the run for Steve Morgan in the 13. And here comes as well the 77 of Matt Tuck. Remember, he pitted earlier. If he stays up front, he could win the race if we stay green the rest of the way. I don't think we will stay green the rest of the way they're racing. We've got 26 drivers, or I should say 27 drivers under a blanket at the moment, battling for the lead at Talladega. Top 2 trying to pull away at the moment. Good battle for 3rd, 4 wide. Dylan Young with a run to the inside on Benny Watson. The way that high side's racing, they may hit the wall next lap. That's your pack right there. Then you got a pack led by, I can show you here if we can get back to it, Christian Vargas, Zachary Fitzwater, Jordan Lopez. They're staying back. They decided to drop out. They're going to play it safe. They think another wreck's going to happen. A run for Richardson inside. Dylan Young pushes him. New leader of the 40 off of turn 4. But Young wants to run down low himself. Side by side, 3 on the low, 2 up top. Young will lead him at the line, but here comes Jaden Scott in the 48. Wants a good day to stay inside, to get inside the top 30. Joey Hightower pushes him in the 11. Here comes Alex Lander as well in the 66. Oh, trouble! Oh, a big crash! Many cars up in the air! 3 of them upside down. Richardson, Denton, and Ferris. Steve Morgan on their roof. The big one off of 2, and the track is blocked. It's the big one. It's the wreck we feared, and more drivers upside down. Williams and Garcia. Calamity Alley down the back straightaway. I don't think I've seen that many drivers go upside down in any race. Or I should say in any wreck to be particular. That's your big one right there. Alex Lander brings him to the caution. Ferris is done. Hoffman, Monaco, Caesar, Brown, Andrews. Look at this. Ferris, Lopez, Denton, and Vargas. Fitzwater, Hamill, Tuck, and Morgan. A lot of drivers have been towed. CJ Williams, Keyshawn Richardson. Oh man, half the field involved in this. Logan, Nanico, Alonso, Patterson, Gardner, Andrews. Logan. Man. Now I think we see pit stops here. Goodness gracious. But they're all slowing down. They're all stacked up. I don't know what this is from here. Very weird situation. But we got a big stack up as well here. Entering turn 3. I have no idea though what this is all about. But we should see drivers come down pit road here. Turner must be very slow on the track. He may have an issue with his car. I don't know what it's from. But we will see pit stops here. Alex Lander will most likely win the race off pit road because of how far he's gone ahead of Jesse Turner in the 17. Believe this will be a 4th tire and gas here. They come in within 20 laps. They could be making one more stop, but I don't think they will. This should be their only stop of the day. So 66 makes his way in. Should be a 4th tire and fuel stop here for Lander. He has not had a good season so far. Has not made a lot of races being a part-time driver. And right now, he's got a good chance. Oh, he's going to go 2 tires instead. It looks like he'll win the race off pit road. Which he will. So 2 tires and fuel. Who comes out second? That's the big question everyone wants to know. Turner's going to come out second. Hightower will come out in 3rd. 4th is going to go to Mendez. 5th is Dylan Young. 6th, Christian Russell. 7th, Luke Rennie. 8th, Jaden Scott. 9th, Mitchell Collins. 10th, Nathan Stapleton. Friends, I don't know where to start on this. I think we'll watch 40 first. Keyshawn Richardson. That car is mangled. Take you here from the Goodyear blimp. There you see it. 5 wide. Pretty simple. Keyshawn Richardson, Colin Denton, Josh Patterson, Brian Ferris, Julio Caesar. No room. Ferris into the 95 and the 51. They go up the track into Denton and Richardson. Look at the 40 car all the way up in the air. Brian Ferris, Colin Denton. They go flipping, careening out of control. Morgan goes upside down. That's 4 drivers on their roof. Look at how stacked up this pack is. How blocked the track is, I should say. Just wait. That's 4 drivers on their roofs. Wait till you see the next pack here come in here. That's Adam Garcia all the way up in the air. Same with CJ Williams. That's 6 drivers upside down at Talladega in one wreck. I think that may be the most that I've ever seen in NOFSRL history. 6 drivers on their lids. But it's not over yet, I think. Watch Ferris in the 88, if we can get it to you. He got hit from the 32 once again. There's Ethan Hoffman. There's Marty Johnson. There's Eric Monaco. I'm going to pause this. We'll say this is a red flag situation because we've got a lot of stuff to clean up and a lot to digest here. Or dissect, excuse me. Give this to you in real time. Look at the 40 car. Roof flaps kept the car on the ground, but did not prevent the car from flipping, though. Look at the 8 car, Colin Denton. Flying like a bird out there. But then just wait, here comes Garcia and Williams. Oh! Garcia almost into the catch fence. I've never seen a wreck like this one in the New Era Cup Series at Talladega. Oh, man. Hamill must not have had any brakes at all. This week, Christian Russell with our visor cam. Watch this. He gets spun around in the 37. He's involved. Oh, I don't know how he hits the inside wall. But 2 narrow misses for Christian Russell in 2 races. Steve Morgan in the 13. Comes in second in the points. Oh man, the 8 car got into him and sent him upside down while he was flipping. Oh, and Garcia goes over on top of it. Julio Caesar. Hard into the outside safer barrier. But then just wait. Oh my goodness. Matthew Brown the 6th. Now this is going to be entering turn 1 here. Wow, that 40 car got wicked airtime. Oh, he had a miss that hit the 88, rear-ended him. What a shame. What a shame. Mitchell Collins. He's gonna have nowhere to go here. Look at all the smoke he's got to get through, all the carnage. It's maybe cosmetic damage to the 20, but he may have a card contender. Justin Zidell. Oh, almost had a miss. He spins around, does a 360. Does he get hit by anyone else? A key touch from his teammate Nathan Stapleton. We'll watch him in a moment. Oh, man, Justin. He could have a car containing to win his. Now we'll go to his teammate Stapleton. Oh, boy. How much rear end damage does he have, though, is the question. I don't think he has any. And he's going to have a car contained. Now, Christian Vargas he stayed out of the pack to try and miss the wreck. These are the cons of racing back to the line at Talladega. Watch this. He is going to have nowhere to go with all the smoke. Oh my, what a lick he took on Matt Tuck. After a very savage crash at Talladega, the second caution of the race has only left us with half the field remaining. Done for the day, Casey Nanico, Harajo Arvin Alonso, Matthew Brown, Ethan Hoffman, Marty Johnson, Keyshawn Richardson, Colin Denton, Brian Ferris, Matt Tuck, Julio Caesar, Steve Morgan, Christian Vargas, Zachary Fitzwater, Jordan Lopez, Adam Garcia, CJ Williams, Derek Hamill. They're all done for the day. About a 20-car pileup. Who doesn't have damage is the question. We'll tell you right now, just about halfway through this race. Alex Lander has the lead. Carter Friesen is second. Jesse Turner third. Joey Hightower fourth. Edwin Mendez fifth. Dylan Young sixth. Christian Russell seventh. He got away with that clean. He's got the points lead coming into today. Luke Rainey is eighth. Jaden Scott ninth. That's big for him. He can most likely move into the top 30 today. Mitchell Collins back in 10th. So 2 drivers that are in the top 10 in points were in the wreck, but kept their noses clean. Same with Nathan Stapleton as well, so make that 3. He's in 11th. Delio Pez is 12th. I believe only 12 cars are left contending for a race win. All drivers on the lead lap. Single file restart. Lander brings them back to the restart. He got a good jump. Mendez a good restart. Dylan Young does. It's going to cost him 6th position to Christian Russell. Here's a run inside. Friesen looking down low. Turner, Hightower. They're going to go together and take the lead away. Jesse Turner trying to get to the point. Friesen gets by Lander though. That's the battle for the lead. And Turner takes it away. Hightower advances to 2nd spot. Here comes Mendez in the 4 car. He goes to 3rd. Let's go on board with the 37 of Russell. We go back up in the middle as you watch the battle for the lead. Hightower and Turner. Into turn 1 we go. We were talking about those 12 drivers. It's actually 11 drivers that are now battling for the lead. Don't know if Delia Pez is staying out of this, or he may be short 1 cylinder. Working his way down the backstretch. Young trying to get 2nd spot from Mendez. Remember, we're 4 to go until we award the next playoff point in the race. Luke Rainey advances to 3rd, has not had a good season either, but with all those drivers being taken out, he's now contending for a win. He goes for 2nd in the race. Luke Rainey takes the runner-up spot for right now. Hightower continues to lead. 2 by 2 in the first 2 rows, and you have a 3-wide battle here. Jaden Scott trying to take 5th away from Mitchell Collins in the 20. Collins going to fall back. There goes Friesen as well, and the number 47. Into turn 3, Young and Scott side by side for the 4th position. Scott going to the inside here. Here's Friesen. He looks for 5th spot. Top 5 now, all single file. Scott and Friesen want to work together, the 2 Chevys that are in the pack. But Friesen wants inside. It's 3 wide for 3rd. It's going to be a tough task trying to get by the 11 of Hightower. Rainey's going to need some help here if he wants to get by the 11 or lap traffic. We'll talk about it in a little bit when that comes into play. This is a long track. We have maybe just about 5 to 10 more laps until we catch it up to the traffic. Friesen wants to run inside on Rainey for 2nd. Rainey should have ducked down if he wanted a chance of the lead on Hightower. But Rainey had the drops. Friesen did. Oh, Rainey's going to get stuck up high. Friesen will have the big opening here off of 4. He'll improve to 2nd spot. Here comes Scott in the 48 trying to get 3rd away. Stays in 3rd. Mendez now looks inside. That's for 4th on the track. Young will look on Rainey for 5th. Out of 2. Scott's going to take a look for 2nd spot. That may not be what he wants because he doesn't have the draft he needs. Hightower cuts down low. Does this open the door for Friesen? Will they go side by side into 3? They can't. Scott still trying to look inside. He's got the toe from Hightower off of 3 into 4. Scott still battling with Friesen, but Jaden now goes to 2nd. Already has a win this season at Auto Club. Of the drivers in this pack, he's looking for his 2nd win this season. He improves to 2nd spot on the track. Dylan Young goes to 3rd. Out of turn 2. Scott stays up high. Here comes the 3 of Dylan Young. Jesse Turner pushing him. Same with Christian Russell in the 37. What a big day this is going to be for Christian Russell in the points. Should he keep his nose clean, not get involved in an accident. He may make this a 1-race lead in the regular season standings after today. Here's a run. Jaden Scott inside for the race lead. Jesse Turner pushes the 48, coming to the line. Joey Hightower, who, by the way, won the playoff point last time around, led the lap of the line, but Jaden Scott takes the race lead in the Geico 500. Turner is going to advance to the second position with Christian Russell behind him. But Scott leaving that low side open here for Jesse Turner. Turner's going to have the run in turn 3 unless Scott can cut down low. That's tight. Oh my! I don't know how Jaden Scott was able to get in front of Jesse Turner, but he did. Hightower trying to force his way up the middle. He couldn't. Jesse Turner cuts back down low. It's 3 wide for third. Edwin Mendez looks to the inside. 17 laps remain. Mitchell Collins, by the way, has dropped out of the pack. He thinks that there may be another wreck that's going to happen. Or he may be trying to save fuel. Not too sure what the game plan is here. But Jaden Scott continues to lead. Jesse Turner second. Edwin Mendez third. That's the side-by-side battle for fourth. Hightower and Russell into turn 3. The JTG Doherty teammates working together. They're probably going to have the team victory here should they stay like this today. Mendez with a good run inside on Jesse Turner. That's for second spot, but Scott will cut in front of the 4 car. They're 3 wide for fifth, though. Friesen's got to run underneath Russell. Traffic ahead. Johnny Gardner in the 2. Here we go. Scott, does he commit to the middle line? He wanted to go up the middle, but he's going to wait. Dylan Young with a good run off of 2. Scott's going to wait to make the move right now. There it goes. But Mendez with a run underneath. But Dylan Young took the lead on the high side. Wow, what a pass by Dylan Young. But now he could be too far ahead. Hang on real quick. Watch that replay. Him and Luke Rainey out by himself on the high side. Off of turn 2. Gets by Scott and just squeaks by Johnny Garner. Carter Friesen has advanced to second. Nathan Stapleton has gone to third. 2 cars ahead, just exiting 2. Matthew Logan and Isaac Nichols, but the front end's gone. Carter Friesen trying to slingshot on the high side. No way that's going to work off of 2, unless he's trying to get the momentum he needs here. Trying to cross over. He's got the run on the high side here. And he's got the draft from Nathan Stapleton. But Stapleton cuts all the way down low, trying to take it 3 wide. Young's going to keep the lead for right now. Friesen still has it at the moment by a fender. Dylan Young's going to keep the lead off of turn 4. Here comes Joey Hightower taking it to the inside for third with Russell behind him. Hightower trying to look inside but couldn't do it just yet. You got Young, then Hightower, then Scott, then Lander, then Randy, nose to tail on the inside line. Up high, about half a car length separating each other right now. It's Friesen, then teammate Russell, then Stapleton, all Chevrolets. Young to the lead, but here comes Hightower inside. He's got the run. Jaden Scott pushing Hightower. And Joey goes out front. Dylan Young's going to fall back. And the 48's got the inside line here for the race lead. Oh, Hightower blocks him. Good cut by the 11 Toyota. And now they catch up to the traffic. I think you may want to be in the ultra high line here. Watch that 47 of Friesen. Or maybe Dylan Young in the 3. Off of 2. Oh my goodness, that worked out perfectly for Carter Friesen. Soared on by the leaders of the lap traffic. Friesen takes the lead, and he's gone. Jaden Scott, Edwin Mendez, Jesse Turner get by. Same with Nathan Stapleton. Hightower, Rainey, Russell, Young, Lander having super extra trouble. Look at the gap though Friesen has put, but it's maybe too far with 13 laps remaining. They're all going to get by the traffic. Took them about just under a lap to do it. Now they got to get back up. And that's going to be tough now. Because look at the draft the second, third, and fourth place drivers have put. It's going to be tough. They may lead more lap traffic. And here's a run. Jaden Scott inside. Friesen was just way too far ahead. Unless Friesen can put a huge block. No, he's just going to let them go by. Jaden Scott back out front. Edwin Mendez up to second. Jesse Turner now third. Next car ahead, he's pitting though Josh Patterson in the 51. It would be Benny Watson would be the next one in the 38. Friesen fell back to fourth position. Rainey and Hightower now battling for positions on the track. They stay nose to tail the top three. Friesen just a car length back in fourth. Stapleton needs some help. He's back in fifth, but they catch up to Benny Watson. Here's a run. Edwin Mendez inside for the race lead. That may be what the drivers from fifth on back want. To get slowed down by Watson. Could this help out Jaden Scott in the 48 and 3 and 4? Nothing's working for him though. Oh, it's going to work here. He's got the high side on Watson, and he'll propel to the lead. Mendez takes it 4 wide for second spot. Look at the mess across the tri-oval. It's going to be Turner in second, Young third, Friesen stays in fourth. Mendez falls back to fifth. They all get by Watson Clay, but now the pack closes down a little bit. Next cars will be Knight and Monaco. They're down the backstretch. 10 laps remain at Talladega. Jesse Turner trying to look to the inside. He can't do it. Dylan Young may fall back to fourth here with a pass for Friesen on the outside. He stays in third. Friesen no help. Out of turn 4, there'll be 9 laps to go at Talladega. Edwin Mendez now looks for third. He goes to fourth. Hightower improves to fifth. That's your top 5. There's single file on the low line. 9 to go. Young to the inside. That's for second. Most likely the race is going to come down to lap traffic. Or could it come down to pit stops though? Not too sure what the deal is going to be there. Young on the back bumper of Jaden Scott. Hightower's trying to get a run inside. He's got a good pull from Carter Friesen. He goes to third. Friesen's up to fourth. Here comes Luke Rainey in the 22. He wants to go to the 5th position. He'll take that away. The pack up together, but may not be together for long. Here's a run. Dylan Young inside. Hightower goes with him. Hightower wants to go himself. 3 wide for the lead. Coming to 8 laps to go here at Talladega. 3 wide here. Is this going to help out Jaden Scott in the 48? It's going to. Lap traffic slowing down the leaders. Jaden Scott, I think, is going to take the race lead off of turn 2. And he's going to. Jesse Turner will go to second spot here. Mendez got stuck. Those 2 guys survive. The 21 and 00. But now they have to deal with the 51, Josh Patterson. Now, he just came in and pitted, but he's got some front-end damage. And they're still having trouble, meanwhile, getting by the leader, the traffic. Rainey's going to get by. Same with Lander. They were 4 wide for a moment. 7 to go at Dega. Jaden Scott, Jesse Turner lead. The 2 J's up front. Let's see if Patterson will let Scott go by on the high side here. And he's going to. Same with Turner. That's big right there. They've got a draft. Now how does Luke Rainey and company deal with this? This is going to be tough here, I think. Rainey's going to get by Patterson. Oh, he doesn't. For right now, but he's going to now. Russell, Lander, they stack up. Friesen and Stapleton go with Rainey. They come to the line. 6 laps to go. And the Geico 500. And Josh Patterson may have been Jaden Scott's ally right there. More traffic ahead. Now it's the first guy they had caught up to earlier. Johnny Garner once again in the 2. Remember, Dylan Young got the lead from Johnny Garner. Let's see if Jaden Scott can work the high side here. Or is Garner going to slow him down? Scott will get by. Not as well, though. Jesse Turner now catches up. Look at the run for Carter Friesen in the 47. Top 3 nose to tail. Stapleton gets by. They split Johnny Garner. Jesse Turner to the inside for the race lead. Luke Rainey, Nathan Stapleton trying to get by. Rainey almost got onto the apron there for a moment. He's going to take it 3 wide for the lead. Down the triangle, Turner's going to block there side by side. 5 laps to go. If we get a caution flag, this race will end. Last 2 races have ended under caution. Will that be the factor today? They remain side by side off of turn 2. Who's the next lap car going to be? It could be the 31 and the 9, but they're off of turn 4. It'll probably be within the final 2 laps they catch up to them. What a job by Jaden Scott and Carter Friesen on the high side. Scott's going to keep the lead. He remains in front of Jesse Turner. Luke Rainey's got to run inside for 2nd spot, but here's a run for Dylan Young. Taking it 3 wide. That's for 3rd. Now it's for 2nd. 4 to go in Talladega. Jaden Scott continues to lead in the 48, looking for his 2nd win of the season, and perhaps making it inside the top 30. Young advances. Here comes Joey Hightower in the number 11 off of turn 2. Dylan Young advances to 2nd spot. Hightower still trying to get that runner-up position away. Young's going to block. Edwin Mendez in the 4 car going to 4th. Out of 4. Going to be 3 to go in the line. Mendez trying to get 3rd. If I'm Dylan Young, I'm going inside right now. He waited too long. Scott knew his move. To the inside he goes. 3 laps to go in Alabama. Mendez going for 3rd now on Hightower. Now does Dylan Young make his move right here, or does he wait? Mendez back in 3rd. Young's going to make the move right here. Mendez is fakes low. He's going to go high. But now Young gets company from Joey Hightower. They're side by side into 3, going for the lead. Dylan Young had a great car last week at Richmond, but got caught up in a wreck. He comes to 2 laps to go. Here's a run for Hightower. Here's a run for Luke Rainey. Hightower to the inside. Luke Rainey to the inside. They're 4 wide for the race lead at Dega. Dylan Young leads on the line. Here comes Luke Rainey in the 22. 3 wide for the lead. Young and Scott stay back. Here comes Christian Russell in the 37. He has entered the battle for the race win. With 2 to go. Will they catch up to the traffic? Isaac Nichols and Matthew Logan. I think they will. Lap traffic will determine who wins the race. Luke Rainey goes to 2nd. Friesen's teammate Christian Russell up to 3rd. This could be big for Christian Russell, but they come to the bell lap. Nichols will let by. He'll let them have the race, but Logan will not. 2.66 miles remain at Talladega. Who's going to get their first win? Logan gets by Hightower and Rainey. Friesen cannot. This will be a battle for the top 3. It could be either Joey Hightower or Luke Rainey. This is the battle for the win down the backstretch for the final time. Lap traffic has brought it down to the number 11 and the number 22. Here's the slingshot for Rainey to the inside. Side by side, who gets the momentum off of turn 4? Christian Russell may try and help Rainey out, but Luke Rainey is going to make the last lap pass stick. Final time off of turn 4. Luke Rainey versus Joey Hightower. Checkered flag in the air, and the winner of the Geico 500 is going to be Luke Rainey. Joey Hightower comes home 2nd. Apologies for that. Christian Russell 3rd. Jaden Scott finishes actually 5th. Nathan Stapleton makes his way up to 4th. And what a points paying day for Christian Russell, extending his lead in the championship big time. Do not be surprised as well if Mitchell Collins in the 20, if we can find him. Oh, he actually pitted. He finished 12th in the race if he improves to 2nd or 3rd in the standings. But your race winner, Luke Rainey, he'll have a spot in the playoffs. I believe he's now inside the top 30 in points. A good day for him, and what a race we had. 2 yellows in the race, including, we'll say, the huge one as well. As everyone has finished up. So that's how they finished. We'll get you your standings in a moment. So the gap now, almost a full race. Christian Russell now up by 36 over Mitchell Collins in the number 20 car. So Collins did go up to 2nd. He gained 2. How about Justin Zeidel? He gained 3. He's up to 3rd. Nathan Stapleton gained 4 spots. He's up to 4th. So those 4 drivers that missed the wreck, or, well, didn't get any damage in the wreck, they're up to the top 4 now. Steve Morgan drops 3. He's down to 5th. Matthew Brown drops 2 to 6th. Julio Caesar drops 4 to 7th. Christian Vargas drops 1 to 8th. Matthew Logan gains 2 up to 9th. How about Luke Rainey? He's up 13 spots now to 10th. Good job by Joey Hightower as well. He's up 12 in the standings now. What a day for a lot of drivers. And Jaden Scott, with his great performance, he is now up to 30th in points. However, though, Colin Denton is 31st in the point. And he's currently 1 point back on making the top 30. Remember, you have to make the top 30 if you want to be in the playoffs. So Denton and Scott need to have picture-perfect days in 2 weeks. That's right. Why is it 2 weeks? Well, because next week is the All-Star race for the New Era Cup Series. That's right. So what this means that those drivers that are in from last year, that won last year and this year, and previous All-Star winners are in the show. And also, you still have a lot more time for the fan vote. The All-Star race is August 10th. The fan vote will close August 10th, just before we reveal the results. So you still got time to vote. How did the playoff picture look at the moment? Well, you've got Steve Morgan still first in. Luke Rainey's in. Hairdriver Alonso in. Justin Knight is in. Casey Nanico is in. Jaden Scott's in. Colin Denton is not yet. So how they look. Christian Russell now 7th. Mitchell Collins 8th. Justin Zeidel 9th. Nathan Stapleton is 10th. Matthew Brown 11th. Julio Caesar 12th. Christian Vargas 13th. Matthew Logan up to 14th now. Johnny Gardner 15th. Joey Hightower now 16th in the points after gaining 12 on the day. Now, who does that take out of the playoff spot at the moment? Well, him and Trey Wright are tied, but the tie is broken based on the average finish. And Hightower and Wright actually have the same average finish, but I think it comes down to the 100th of a second then. 100th of a position then. 18th would be Gatlin Downey. 19th, Benny Watson. And 20th now is Jordan Lopez. That's how the playoff picture looks now after today. Show you the constructors' standings at the moment. By the way, look at the earnings Christian Russell's made. $818,000. Good for him. 500 as well. Stuart Haas Racing still with the 2-point lead over Chip Ganassi Racing. Oh, actually, they overtook Ganassi now today by 2 points after today. Your rookie standings, Mitchell Collins up by 2 over Christian Russell still. And Ford is now taking the lead in the manufacturer standings with Luke Rainey winning. This race as well didn't really have anything except for a lot of drivers DNFing from that one. Anyway, yes, once again, in 2 weeks is the All-Star race for the New Era Cup Series. We will be live at around 6 o'clock on August 10th. but we could be delayed at 7 o'clock depending on what the situation is at the moment. Congratulations as well to Luke Rainey on winning today's race in the Geico 500. I'm Maurice Kelly. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. See you guys in the next race. Until then, peace out.